As we celebrate Black History Month, we're looking back at the rich history of Rogers Park Golf Course and its service to the Black community. My next guest grew up in the Tampa sports scene and is passionate about the park and the young golfers who play the course today. Lionel Ballard, welcome to the show. It's so great to have you here.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, and you did grow up in the Tampa sports scene. You're a West Tampa boy.
I'm in West Tampa.
Yeah, so you went to Blake, you played golf, and we also need to mention that you were on the championship football team there at Blake High School. What year was that?
1969, state champions, yes.
Wow.
I was on a very good team. A lot of great athletes.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about golf. How did you get into golf, and why do you love it so much?
Well, my uncle was a good player, and he introduced me to golf because I used to hit balls in the neighborhood and the people's yards and stuff. And he thought it was about time when I was a little kid to start taking me to the golf course. And that was my mother's brother, so she knew I would be safe, so I would go with him and hang out on Saturdays. And then I met a lot of other kids my age, the Smith family, the Hamilton family, and I got to get to meeting different kids, and I just got interested in the game.
Yeah. So you played at Rogers Park. Can you talk a little bit about the history and the significance of Rogers Park to the Black community?
Well, Rogers Park was a group of guys built the first 3 holes because segregation, they didn't have nowhere to play, and they wanted to play golf. They had caddied, they had been around the game, and they thought it was a good game. So eventually the group of men from the community were able to get funding from the city of Tampa, and that's how Rogers Park evolved in the early days. Now it's a championship golf course. It's open to everybody in the community. It serves a great function for the community. And, it's just a great place to come. A lot of people need to visit it. If they've never seen it, they've heard the name of Rogers Park. But I think a lot of people in the surrounding area really don't know Rogers Park until they come out to an event, and then they get to see that it's been there all this time.
Right, and it has so much history because before it was a golf course, it was a park, it was a gathering place for the Black community.
It was a gathering place where people could come out and dance. The kids could play on the playground. We had a softball field, we had tennis courts. People would barbecue. They find their little every family would find a spot for their picnic area to get out and let the children release some of the energy on the weekends from being bottled up all week.
Yeah, it's
so
beautiful.
It was just a place where the Black community had, and we call our own, and a place that we can just go out and fellowship and have a great time.
Yeah, the pictures we're looking at, it's a beautiful park.
Oh, it's a wonderful piece of land. It's a very wonderful piece of land.
All right, so let's talk about the book that you wrote. This is an amazing book, all about Rogers Park and the history. How long did it take you to write this book?
Well, it took me a couple of years to research to get the information. I did a presentation to a group that came out to Rogers Park. It was a small presentation. They wanted to know some of the history, and then after that, I thought, how much more history is out there? And if something happened to me, or some of the people, because a lot of people are deceased and gone on, where would the history be? So I made it a mission to get this book published and put it in the archives in the city of Tampa and the Records Division, and I accomplished that goal.
Yeah.
So now my mission is completed.
Yeah, well, not quite, because you have an event coming up.
Yeah, on the 25th, I'm going to be at the Tampa Museum on a Saturday, and I think I'm going to meet 3 different presentations they want me to do and talk about. I'll go more in depth into the history of the program. We just touching the surface here, but I'll go more in depth on what the history of Rogers Park really is all about from A to Z. I'm going to try to do as much as I can in the time that they're giving me to do those presentations.
Well, that's exciting. And so if you want to learn more about Rogers Park, you can get the book or you can hear him speak at that event. So thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
And good luck with the book.
Okay, thank you.
All right, and to learn more about the event or Lionel's book, you can head to TampaBayHistoryCenter.org.